This video is for those of you who despise working out. You don't get it why people are fitness freaks. You don't know why people make videos of them working out from home, or you don't get it when your coworkers or friends, or you see people going to the gym at 5 o'clock in the morning before their workday. You don't get them. You don't understand, you don't understand why they love it so much. This is for you. So if you are watching this right now and you're like, Heather, I already like to work out, I'm into fitness already, this might not be for you, but you can continue watching if you are trying to maybe help those in your circle of friends or in your community to enjoy it. But I'm a health and fitness coach. My name is Heather Johnson. I have been for 5 years, and I haven't always been healthy. I forget how I need to be sharing more of my story, but I have always been exercising per se. I've been in, softball, volleyball, basketball. I had 2 brothers that I grew up with, so we were always doing, or we were even watching a lot of sports. But I didn't exactly love it. It's because I guess I felt like sometimes I had to do it or something. And then I even had a point in my life where I kind of gave up on eating well, and you can't out exercise a bad diet. So I think I've gone through so many phases of my life of loving fitness, hating fitness, and my nutrition has been all out of whack, for the past 3 decades. And I finally am at a point where a lot of my struggles in the past have helped me become a better person, a better coach. And so I really want you to crave exercise, and so let's get started, okay? So for clients that I've worked with in the past who they're like, Heather, I just really don't enjoy it. I don't like fitness. It's probably because it's maybe associated with something in the past that has kind of stirred up some, hey Becky, maybe it's like stirred up some sort of negative connotation or negative experience. For example, I remember when I was in high school, I was told that I had to lose 20 pounds in order to make the cut at the volleyball team. Do you realize what that did to my self-esteem? It was crazy, you guys. It was terrible. And I only exercised because I wanted to prove the coach wrong, and I wanted to prove my friends wrong, and I didn't like it. I didn't like it, and I was only in it to lose weight. And guess what? College happened, and I didn't exercise hardly at all. I partied, and I was out with my friends, and my exercise was carrying a tray at Red Lobster for 4 years. I didn't like it. And so maybe you've had something happen in the past where you have a negative experience, or maybe it was you in elementary school and you were always the chubby kid like I was, and you were not picked to be part of this kickball team or the whatever. You were always chosen last, or maybe you hated going to gym class because you were laughed at or you were teased or something, so that's something that needs to be worked on. And I would say definitely get personal development in your life. I'm a podcast junkie. Some of my favorite podcasts include The Chalene Show. I know that, gosh, that's a whole other that's a whole other conversation. But I have a Pinterest board of books. So if you go to Pinterest, I know a lot of you are on Pinterest, just type in Heather Johnson, you'll find me. But I have a board that is, called like Books Worth Reading. I listen to audible.com. It's like through Amazon. It's awesome. I don't know where here's my Bluetooth, you guys. So I listen to books. And when I'm like, gardening, or if I'm weeding or something, hey Lisa, hey Ashley. So this has saved my life. This has saved my life. And so all the books that, if you want to get into some sort of personal development to change this into helping you, go for it, okay? But so people probably hate exercise because there's something in your past. and personal development, giving yourself grace is going to help you with that. But I'm here to tell you how to get crave working out. And guess what? Exercise is free. Yes, it's free. Okay? And it's going to make you happier. It's going to make you feel more energetic. You're going to be more confident in sexually with your spouse or who, okay? I mean, let's just be real here. You're going to be more confident. You're going to have, you are going to feel stronger. But don't exercise just to lose weight, because guess what, you guys? I don't know if you experienced this, but all last week, I worked out every single day except one day. Do you think I lost weight or felt, no, I didn't. I didn't lose any weight, but I didn't do it just for that reason. And if you are only working out just to lose 5 pounds, you're going to quit. You're going to be like, I don't have the instant gratification, so it's just not worth it to me. I've done that, been there, okay? Some of you may be saying that. So I'm going to tell you some tips here that you can start implementing right away. Because I tell you what, this is my drug. Fitness is my drug. This is the ticket here. Okay, so here are some of my notes. Basically, you need to create a habit, all right? And in order to create habits, you guys have to set up that, whatever that instant gratification is, okay? So, for example, if you are wanting to have that, more confidence or more energy, just have in your mindset, like, okay, I'm going to wake up at this time of the day and set a trigger for yourself and go, all right, so whether that's 5 o'clock in the morning, I can't do that. I just can't. I've tried. But some of you who work full time, that may be what you need to start doing. And to create a trigger, maybe it's, I don't know, you have an alarm clock that you enjoy waking up to. Or maybe it's setting a timer on your coffee the night before and you wake up to the smell of coffee. That reminds me of an old commercial. Do you guys remember the Folgers one? The best time of waking up is Folgers in my cup. Oh my goodness. Oh, that was a good ditty. So yeah, maybe that's your trigger to be like, oh, I gotta get my workout in because I'm gonna enjoy my cup of coffee while I get my clothes on. Maybe your trigger is going out to Lululemon and buying a fabulous outfit that you're like, oh, I can't wait to get into that. And you lay it out on, so find your trigger, you guys. What is that? And for myself, it is, I get my kids off to school and now it looks different. But I work out right after I have my coffee, I have my Shakeology, I have my fruit, I, do the little brain dump. Actually, it's right here. I do my brain dump for the day. After I'm done brain dumping, I'm like, okay, time for a workout. And it's just something that I've established, but it's taken time. So the next point that I want to make is create a space, you guys, that is just something that you look forward to. So whether that's going to the gym and you love the class, you love the people, you love the energy, environment is so important. I grew up going to jazzercise. Like, I love people. I'm an extrovert, so it fuels me being around people. So I always went to the gym for that instant gratification of the people and the exercise. Last night, my husband and I went to spin class. I love spin class. And you know why? It's because of the music. They pump that music so loud that I just, it's my drug, okay? So I'm like, yeah, we're going up mountains. And now we're speeding downhill. And there's people there too. But we try to get to a spin class at least once a week. I remember at a point in my life too where I couldn't go to the gym because my girls were, 8 months and a year and a half. And I had Avi on my hip, and then I was carrying Aaliyah in a baby carrier. That was not realistic for me. I couldn't do that because in the winters here in North Dakota, it gets cold. So you bundle them up, That takes forever. Make sure they had their sippies and their food and whatever. Drive all the way across town, dump them in the childcare. Someone would get me like 20 minutes later saying, one of your children is crying, and then I would have to pack them back up. And that was stressful, you guys. I had to change. I couldn't go to the gym anymore. And that's how I found Beachbody at-home workouts, because I didn't have any other solution. And here I am 5 years later, still doing them. But I had to create a space, and that was during their naps. Sometimes I would get in half of a workout, because if you're a mom like myself, you know that your kids don't always sleep beautifully for 2 hours. Sometimes they wake up, but it didn't matter. I made it happen. I pulled my trigger at that time was during their naps, okay? But maybe some of you are like, you know what? I just like to work out at home. Create a cool environment. Right now, we invested in a really awesome Sonos system, so that when I do my Beachbody workouts for a half hour, 6 days a week, I pump that sucker up. I pump the music up. This is going to sound kind of crazy to some of you, but I even light candles sometimes when I'm doing a yoga session here at the house. Like, I create an environment that I look forward to, and you can do the same thing too. Maybe it's a playlist, okay? Maybe like when you listen to tunes and it brings you back to a really happy place from maybe like your childhood or something, create a playlist. Maybe it's you just walking out, for those of you who love to just power walk, pop in some tunes and just go walking. And I know that for me, if I go for a walk or if I go for a bike ride or something, I'm always listening to a book. And so I'm like, I'm exercising, I feel more energetic, and I got 2 chapters read on how to raise kids in an entitled world or whatever. It's like I feel better because I've accomplished something. Okay, so create space and create a time. If you are more consistent with the time that you are exercising on a regular basis, you are more apt to create, again, that trigger, that time, and that's going to help you. So if you are consistently doing it at the same time every single day, or starting at 3 times a week, you're going to crave it more. Trust me. Dopamine is a real deal. It only can be produced from exercise, but again, don't just do it so that you can lose weight. You got to have other instant gratifications, like being happy, or all the things I talked about before. Okay, and also find something. Oh, I see this happen all the time. I'm not going to name names of programs right now, but there are people that they know they should be working out, and they pick a program or a workout regimen that is hard. I feel like I'm pretty fit, but there are some workouts that I'm like, oh my goodness, I die. How do people do this? I can't even do this, and so pick something that you don't feel failure at. Don't start a program that you're like, wow, that was hard, I'm never going to do that again, where you're like swearing underneath your breath at the workout. Do something that you halfway through you're like, yeah, I'm doing it. Even if it's modifications, do it. I remember when I started working out at home, I wanted a program that had a lot of fun music and was more aerobic. And that's TurboFire. And I lost 30 pounds in 90 days off that program because I craved it. I did it. I was consistent, which leads me to my next point. Consistency, you guys. You can't start a program, or you can't go to Zumba classes, twice a week and then quit after 3 months. Have it be a lifestyle, something you can do over a long period of time that you look forward to, all right? So that is, and my last point actually, and the cornerstone to your success of loving exercise again, or loving fitness, and is definitely reverse engineering your day. What do I mean by that? Okay, what I mean by that is creating a day of the week where you do a brain dump. Okay, we're women. We got a lot of things going on in our mind, and you just got to get it out on paper. I went on Amazon the other day, And I bought this huge sticky note. It's the Post-its. I mean, it's huge, you guys. I'm not gonna walk in my office to show you, but it's huge. It's like massive. And every Sunday, I write down everything that's on my mind. Kids' activities, business goals, travel, I just, get everything out on paper. And then I look at that and there's some relief of just getting it all down. And then I rip it off and I stick it on my wall. I go through these all the time because my kids figured out how to do it. So they draw them all the time. But anyway, once it's on a brain dump, then I'll be able to categorize things. So I'll say, okay, what do I have to do for the week that is just my home life, my family life? And then I write that out on a different sticky note. And then I go, okay, what do I have to do for my business? All right. So once you have things categorized, then you can sit down and go, okay, Monday, Tuesday, here's my Tuesday, here's my list for Tuesday. And you list the things that you prioritize things. And so when I think about my day, I know specific things that are happening today that I have to be at. And I have scheduled and I've made an appointment for my workout. You wouldn't miss a pedicure. You wouldn't miss a coffee date with a friend. Treat your fitness like that. Schedule it, okay? Schedule it with a date with yourself. Even if it's a half hour, you can get a killer workout in a half hour. Schedule it. If it's not on the calendar, you will not do it. Force yourself to do it. You can thank me later. But then you can, yeah. So anyway, I hope this was helpful, you guys. Those are my points that I have, but I want you to crave fitness. And I want you to make a list of, okay, what are some things that you're going to change? How are you going to start implementing this? I would love to hear from you how this goes after a week or 2 weeks or a month or 3 months of your consistency. All right. So by the way, like I said before, fitness is free. You can go outside and do it. You can do it from home. You can do it at a gym. Find something that you love. You're going to be smarter. You're going to be happier. You're going to be easier to be around. Let's be honest. I mean, I'm a better mom and a wife and a friend if I get my fitness on. Okay, I'm scary when I can't work out. I'm a bear. And so if you want to be happier, work out. Don't work out, you guys, if you don't want to be if you don't want to be these things. But thanks for joining me, you guys. We'll talk to you later.